Welcome back to Tennille Custom Garage. On this video, we're going to be correcting this error code P0299 for a turbocharger underboost, and I'm going to show you one of the more common fixes and easier fixes on this particular problem. Now, there's not just one reason to get a turbocharger underboost. It's basically a leakage of pressurized air in the system. So it could be coming from anywhere post turbocharger that would cause this particular code to throw. But there's one very common feature on this truck, and it's a blow-off valve located down on the bottom of the front of the engine compartment here. It's one part, and I'll show you why it fails. We're going to pull our old one and see if that's what happened. If you get a tear in this particular rubber gasket here, this rubber diaphragm, then you're going to constantly have air leakage and you'll have an underboost error code. I don't know that that's what's wrong with our truck today, but I've already replaced this once, and so we went on a camping trip. I went ahead and purchased one. In the event that it happened again, the code did throw again, and so we're going to pull our old one. Let's take a look and see if it's damaged. This piece is located down here. We're going to get underneath the front of the truck from the ground. You're going to need an 8mm wrench and a pick. Now, first thing is to get your little flap out of the way here. Get this little flap out of the way. Now the part and here's our part right here. I'm gonna replace it. It's got an electrical fitting that does come off. There you go. And get these 8mm sockets on either side. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Get those off. Now, back from the front of the truck, one thing you can do to help yourself is take a pick and get this air hose pulled out. I'll have to go underneath to get it out completely, but you can move that out of the way. It'll give you access to your other bolt, which is actually right up in here. Let's see if I can show it. Right there it is. Okay, with this air duct moved, it does give you just enough space to get on that bolt up in there and just slowly go back around. Okay, now that you got it screws out, this thing just pulls right out. Now let's take a look at it and inspect it. All right, here's our old part, which is actually a Ford Motor Company part. Here's our new part. It's Amazon. Now, what you'll look for is a tear or some sort of air leakage around this orange diaphragm here. I'm actually not seeing one on this part here. But if you're consistently getting this code, and I'm not, I do get the code when I'm pulling my camper and when I really get on it to get up to speed and get a pretty heavy load. So I'm not convinced. I mean, this video is not a waste, because if you're consistently getting this underboost code, this is most likely your culprit. I'm glad to know that I'm not, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this part in my glove box where I have had this one. I'm gonna put this part in. We're gonna see how well it does. We're gonna see if it continues to throw the code, because I'm pulling my camper again in another couple of weeks. And if for some reason I do have problems with it, I've always got the original back in the glove box, and I'll reinstall it, because I'm not having a consistent code with this, but just a every now and then code, which means I'm probably getting some sort of boost loss somewhere else in here. And if it continues to be a problem, we'll have to diagnose that. First things first though, I am going to take this weather stripping gasket type out of this one. We're going to put it in this one. This little blue piece also comes out. Kind of hard to do with one hand. Got it. And I'm going to reinstall them into my new part. And there we go. May have to straighten that up a little bit, but we're going to run this one for a while. We're going to store this one, see how it goes. Now, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but you can actually, the part has one place to put the bolt, but the body that you're screwing it into has two places. Both of them will work. You just got to make sure you line it up and then pull it down. I still think it's a good idea. There, it snapped in place. Oops. There, that's on. All right, it's in. All right, the last thing we've got to do, don't forget this, like I just did, but don't forget this. Get this line back in place. There it went. Your little ring there, sorry, y'all can't see. It'll snap in place. Now that's in place, not going nowhere. Now we'll put our little flap back up in place. If you pull a 0299 turbocharger underboost on your truck, chances are it's this blow-off valve. And I'm gonna keep my Ford Motor Company one in this box, put it back in my glove box, and we'll see, and I may try to update you guys later on whether or not I have any more problems with this Amazon part. Now let me explain why this Amazon part was important. You can't buy these at O'Reilly's or AutoZone or anywhere like that. You have to get one from a dealership, and they're gonna be $50, $60, maybe $75. I've been quoted $120 from some of the parts stores. This one was $24. Well, the one that came in this box was $24. I may get what I pay for. In fact, I kind of expect to. Nevertheless, I'm keeping this one. And for $24, if you have this problem more than once, it's probably not a bad idea to ride around with one in your glove box like I have. A couple of parts, a couple of tools. It's not hard to replace. So I'll keep you guys posted. Last thing, we're gonna erase that code, see if it comes back. There it is. Now it's still going to show in my permanent files. But as I drive, the engine light will go away. Crank it up. As you can tell, it's gone. So that's it for this video. I appreciate you watching, and I'll keep you posted on how this goes, but thank goodness I'm hanging on to my old part. We'll see how Amazon works out for us. But again, if your truck's pulling a code 0299 on an F-150, chances are it's that little part right there. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.